Shabbat Shalom and welcome to this week's 3-2-1. That's 3 comments in the Parsha in 2 minutes with 1 insight. This week we get this famous story of the Ben Sorer or Morer, and the first comment is just on how crazy the story is. It starts out obvious enough. If you have a rebellious son, we certainly all have experienced either being, knowing, or being the parent of a rebellious child. That feels very normal. What do? We would expect then the Torah to produce some great wisdom. Here's a parenting trick. Here's the top 10 tools on how to engage your child. Show them you love them. But instead, the Torah takes a very different tact and says, if your child is intractable, you should take them to the village elders and the town will stone them to death. It is, as a parent, one of the hardest few verses to read every year when we return to them. What could they possibly thinking? Which leads to the second comment, which is what the rabbis do is basically make this impossible. They take almost each word of these few verses and explain how that's a very specific situation. The child, if the child is missing either parent, then they're ineligible for this. If both parents didn't explicitly warn the child and the child responded, it doesn't count. If a million other things along the way, basically making it impossible. What stunned me was when I went to a learning session for rabbis, and the teacher decided to try and salvage and say, in fact, no, we need the Ben Sorer Morer. It tells us something very important. And she had a very interesting comment to make, which was to say, she does not think, of course, that we should kill children. That is off the table. But she does say that the key component is bring to the elders. That very often in our own family units, in our tight circles, our dynamics can become trapped. We can be stuck in cycles where we can't seem to get ourselves out. And one of the things going to the elders does is simply entirely change the environment and broaden the perspective. Maybe the parents would be shamed enough by the situation to change their behavior. Maybe the kid would see, oh, this actually does matter. It's not just my parents. Maybe I should change my behavior. That maybe the elders would have some more wisdom to share to make it a little different. The point is that we sometimes need outside help. That leads to our insight and the reason this week for our wearing white on Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur is our ultimate reflective moment. It's our chance to look inward and see our individual selves, how we can be better. And one of the dam's roadblocks to that is this: we have to find the right balance between these two ideas of being our most uniquely self and being the same as everyone else. And when we're off, it's usually because that balance is off. We try and be the same in all the ways that erode our uniqueness, and we lean into our uniqueness and imagine no one else has any troubles. That's when things are off. That's Yom Kippur's job, is to fix. So we all wear white to show that we're all on the same journey. We all have difficulties, challenges, likely challenges we haven't shared with the rest of the world, but we wear white in our own way and we show up still as ourselves to remember that journey, the key to success, is being the most us we can be, the most individual self. So when we look out at that sea of white, we feel united in facing the struggles and strength as an individual of figuring out our own path forward. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom, a Shana Tova, and look forward to seeing you soon.